Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm super excited for today's video because I'm working with Flow Designs Australia again. These guys are just stand up, they're absolutely amazing. If you don't remember, I had their kit on my WRX. I had the full splitter kit all the way around the car. And when I totaled the car, Flow Designs actually reached out to me and said, hey, when you get your next car, let us know and we'll get you a kit. So super awesome. And they are available in a gloss finish or a textured finish. I went with the textured finish because it's a little more rugged looking, and with this car having all the plastic and the texture already, I thought it might be a nice addition. It's pretty simple to remove the bumper, and I'm by myself and don't have someone to help me hold the lip up to the bumper and that sort of thing. So I'm going to just attempt to do this by taking the bumper off, and we'll try and make this as quick and painless as possible so you guys can see the finished product. So Flow Designs does have an install guide on their YouTube channel showing you how to install this front splitter without removing the bumper. So but they have done that on a lift, and I'm just concerned about clearance trying to get underneath this car. So I'm going to install this for you guys today. To remove the bumper, it's very simple. It's a bunch of pop clips up top, a couple of 10mm up top, and then if you follow the outside parameter of the bumper, you're just going to see a bunch of plastic pop clips under the bumper. It's nothing to it. Just pop all them out and on the sides, and we're good to go. I'm actually going to do something real quick. I want to, in real time, I've taken this bumper off about 3 times now. On my old WRX, I could take my bumper off in 2 minutes flat. So I want to see how quick I can get this one off. So I'm going to start the timer right now, see how quick I can do this. I missed one. Every time I film a video, my neighbors all of a sudden come out of hibernation and start mowing their grass and weed whacking and working on their cars and power washing. It's just crazy. And this road, the traffic will be dead all day long. You won't see anybody up and down this road. And then the minute I pull the camera out, the traffic just goes crazy. All right, I don't know where we're at yet, but I'm cruising. Got the top done. I'm just working down the sides. There's 3 pop clips on the side. Just trying to make this fun for you guys. All right. I'm actually missing a couple of clips just because I was lazy last time. So I cheated a little bit there. I think I'm missing about 4 clips on the underside of the car, but don't tell anybody. Oh, that one was stubborn. All right, we're at 1 minute and 30 seconds. I still have to remove the fog lights though, or not the fog lights, but the connectors. Oh, come on, one more clip, come on. 1 minute and 45 seconds. Oh yeah, we got this. 2 minutes flat, here we go. Oh yeah. Unplug this fog light, come on, come on, come on. Unplug this one, 1 minute and 55 seconds. 57, 58, done. That was a fun little challenge for ourselves, wasn't it? I did cheat, I was missing 2 clips in the center. I think 2 clips in the center and 1 clip on the side, but it's not a big deal, right? So now I have everything out of the garage. These are the front splitter extensions, and these are the winglets, and then the front splitter itself. Now we're going to need a 5/16 or an 8mm drill bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go around the bumper. So you see there's a dimple there, a dimple there, 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 and there. We're going to drill all those out with our 8mm or 5/16 drill bit. So with our front splitter, we're going to get this splitter install kit or fitting kit. We're going to open this up, and you're going to see a couple 3D printed spacers. They're going to look like this. We'll just pull these out of the bag. You should have 3 of those. So we're just going to take these and push them down into the splitter. Now, you should use a rubber mallet. I don't have one, so I'm just going to use a standard hammer with a microfiber. Should be okay. We're not like smashing it. So that's in there, nice tight fit. So we're gonna take this lip, we're gonna try and line this up as best as we can. And it's gonna be a little tricky with the bumper sitting directly on the ground, but I think we'll be able to pull this off. So we have to ensure that our holes are all lined up And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to drill a couple more holes, but what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to take our fitting kit and I will loosely install some of the hardware to ensure that this thing is lined up before we drill any more holes. Keep in mind, you are gonna have some that are a little bit longer than the others. The longer one here is definitely gonna go through the middle. That way we know the middle's lined up. So we'll put the washer and then the bolt through and then a washer on the back and one of the provided nuts. All right, so now we're gonna work on the ends. As you will see, there's a little notch here in the bumper and the spacer is gonna go inside of that notch. So we're just gonna kind of do one of these numbers, make sure it's nice and lined up, and then we're gonna run our drill bit and drill a hole there. Perfect. And then we are going to have to drill 2 more holes, one on each side. It's going to be this hole above the one that we drilled down there. But first I'm going to install our hardware into the holes that we already drilled before we put the splitter on. So the factory, where the factory dimples were. So now we're just going to tighten this thing down. I have a 10mm wrench and an Allen key. We're just gonna crank these suckers down. Now these here, you don't have to worry about over tightening. You can get these super tight. When we install the extensions and stuff, we're gonna wanna keep them not super tight. Okay guys, the splitter is installed now. You can see it here. Everything is tightened down and ready to go. So now we're gonna install the winglets and the extensions. Shouldn't be too bad to do. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pre-threaded brass inserts, and then we have a hole over here for these nuts. So what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna use a little bit of blue thread lock when I install these because you don't wanna over tighten these down at all. And the last time I had these on my car, I would sometimes occasionally bottom out, and after I would bottom out a couple times, I think from the impact hitting the bolts, it would loosen up over time because these are not locking nuts like what you have to hold the splitter onto the car. So we have our first main extension piece here. So here you can see how that's going to look. So what we're going to do is grab this and we're going to grab our winglet and we're going to kind of put these together like so. We will loosely install our bolts, and then when we have the bolts loosely installed, we'll put this out to where we want it, and then we will tighten it down. All right, let's see if we can get this thing back on now. Obviously, the bumper is going to be a little bit heavier now, but hopefully we can still get this thing mounted up like we didn't do anything to it. So, all right, so what I like to do is grab my top bracket and put one clip into the bumper to hold the center, and that'll give me... All right, so we have one clip in the top. So what that'll do is give me the ability to keep the bumper mounted as I come underneath and make sure everything lines up. Perfect. I want to showcase to you guys, I did get under the car and loosen up the, I think this looks cool, right? But at least until I get more modifications on the car, it's a little aggressive. I think it looks great, but this is extended the whole way out. So I've loosened up the bolts and you can see how you can really slide that in or kind of anywhere in between. You can kind of set it a little bit out, all the way in, all the way out. You can kind of actually change the angle here so you can kind of keep this out and then change this curvature so you could kind of set this up any way you wanted, really. So here is a little comparison at semi-aggressive compared to super aggressive. And again, you don't have to install the winglets. You could just do the extensions or you could do both. It's really up to you. So if you're not crazy about all this extension, winglet stuff, you can just run the straight splitter, which as you can see, doesn't come off too far from the factory bumper, or if you want to go crazy, you can do this here. I think that looks really cool. So it's completely up to you, but I do like the little bit of added aggressiveness with the winglets and everything. Once the full kit is on, I think it'll look really good. So that's what we're gonna run with. I like it like this on this side. I like it like that on that side, but that's a bit much for what I'm going for at the moment. So I will stick with it like this. All right, guys, this is the Flow Designs front splitter kit installed. I think it looks really nice. I think it's a nice subtle touch. You can make it super aggressive if you want it super aggressive, but it doesn't need to be. And that is what I like about this kit. So you can see, obviously, I showed you how to do your extensions. You can really extend them out and make it super aggressive, or you can keep it a little more subtle and not quite as crazy. I think this looks really nice. It's a nice subtle touch to the car, and once the full splitter kit is on, it'll wrap around really nicely. I think this textured black goes really well with the texture that's already on the car. It just kind of wraps it around. If you have chosen the paint match route and decided to paint match everything on your car, they do offer a gloss black version of this as well. But you can see the Flow Designs logo engraved there into the side. This thing just looks really nice. Super happy with it. Can't wait to get the rest on. There you can see how far it sticks out. You guys saw how far it stuck out with the extensions fully opened up. Here you can see that metal Flow Designs logo. I think it looks really good. Well, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you checking it out. Hopefully it was helpful for you. I will leave a link in the description where you can pick up any of your Flow Design stuff, so you'll be able to get your splitter kits, your rear diffuser, side skirt extensions, all that stuff. So I'll just drop that link below if you guys are interested. I'll see you guys in the next video.